It's Ms. McDonald's 5th Tony, which puts her in the company of Angela Lansbury and Julie Harris for most wins. And she is also the youngest ever to achieve this goal. So it's a really historic night. We're just going to take a few questions and congratulations. Yes, right here.
Why are all your tweets about pizza? And what advice do you have for what advice do you have for newcomers in addition to the pizza?
Newcomers in the theater?
To the theater, yes.
What I always say when I do like master classes and stuff at high schools or colleges, what I always tell the kids is if there's a role you think you can play, play it. Do it. Don't be the one to say no to yourself, because there's going to be enough people in the business that say no to yourself. If you have anything that you can do it, go for it. And I also tell them to get on stage anywhere, whether it be the YMCA, your church, anywhere you can get on stage, because that communion between the actor and the audience is the same everywhere. So that's it.
Brian?
Hi, Brian, thank you.
So let's talk about this 5.
Okay.
Well, what does it mean to have 5 and to be in that company?
I don't think it's ever going to hit me, and that's the truth. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do. It's the only thing I've ever been good at. You can ask my kids. I cannot cook. They love to make fun of me for not being able to cook. It's the only thing I'm good at. Well, no, seriously. It's just that it's the only thing that fulfills me the way it does, and it's where I found who I was. Theater's where I found who I was. Up until the time I started working in theater when I was 9, I was a real awkward mess of a kid, and then I found theater, and I started to get to know myself.
Right here on the left, in the orange.
Hi, Audra.
Hi.
What did your daughter say immediately following this win?
She said, "Mommy, you won." The kids have been great. They just brought him here, and the boys wanted to know how much a Tony costs. If I could sell it, and then they all took turns spinning it. I'm just proud of them. They did such a good job tonight. They were very well behaved, and they probably get to skip the first couple hours of school tomorrow.
Gentleman in the yellow, in the second row.
Hey Audra, it's
Hi.
Trey Graham from
Hi,
NPR.
Trey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You've done a lot of work in different genres. I wonder if there's a type of play or a period of play or a genre of play that's high on your list that you haven't talked about before?
I would love to do more Shakespeare, because it's so challenging, and
I hear Michael Kahn is over the Renaissance.
No, I would like to do more Shakespeare. Maybe delve into more opera. I don't, for me, for some reason, the right project just seems to come along at the right time. I don't ever plan, just things seem to come down the pike at the right time. And for me, I'm just interested in getting, growing, trying to get better as an actress and a singer. I just want to get better.
In the red suspenders.
Can you tell me what you surround yourself with in the dressing room when you prepare for this great role? What's the look of the room?
The look is a mess. It's a mess. Because I'm kind of a slob. But the main things that are very important to me is the book, Porgy. I keep that, and I read a little section from it every night before I go on. I have a lot of elephants in the room because it's my favorite animal, and I feel that they're really deep, emotional creatures, and so I connect to that. And silence. I love to chat after the show, but before a show, I like it completely quiet, just to kind of, go down the rabbit hole on my own before I step on that stage. So those are, I guess,
Paper Magazine in the back.
I'm also an avid pizza admirer. Where's the best pizza in New York?
Well, okay, for me, the best pizza is pizza that comes to me. So it's going to be Domino's thin crust with pepperoni, black olives, and sausage. I'm really happy to do these interviews, but I know they close at like midnight. I've been dieting all week. I cannot wait to eat some frickin' pizza. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to keep talking about it, but that's just true.
And Variety, last question.
Hi.
I actually graduated from the same high school as you in Fresno, California.
Are you kidding me? Roosevelt?
Yeah.
What year?
I'm class 2000.
I'm so much older than you. Were you in the performing arts program there?
Yeah.
Who, like, what?
Carolyn Robinson.
Mrs. Rob? Mrs. Rob's coming to town in like a couple weeks. She hated me a lot of the time too, actually. She did, yes.
I was.
That's crazy. Mrs. Rob was our drama teacher. Yes, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was just curious about, coming to New York from, that place, being here, and then, pretty much immediately, establishing yourself and, just the art,
Yeah.
How do you feel about
Well, I feel like, I feel like Fresno set me up beautifully, because even though it's a small place, a lot of people make fun of Fresno, and there's a mini-series and Carol Burnett and blah, 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 but, as you know, we went to a performing arts high school. There was a dinner theater that we performed in all the time. We had our little junior company troupe, had our own TV show. I went to performing arts junior high school. So I was kind of surrounded by the arts, and maybe they weren't hoity-toity by, New York standards, but we were learning about musical theater. We knew most of the musical theater canon. By the time I was 18, I knew a great deal from being at this dinner theater and being at this performing arts high school. So it certainly set me up to have a deep love and appreciation, and I felt completely submerged in it already. And so then it was just like, all right, now I want to go do it on Broadway. I mean, if you look at my Roosevelt High School, the senior caption thing, it says, "Look out, it's time to go because Broadway is where I want to be." That's what I wrote in my senior caption. But I think Fresno prepared me beautifully for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Such a
Good
short
night.
evening. Thank you.
That's amazing.
small world?
It's a small world. Who's the principal? Who's that?